you never want to end. Ooh. So you hope that the DJ plays it again and again and again. Plays it again and again and again. This is one of those love songs that you hear in the middle of the night. Makes me wanna be with you. Wherever you are tonight, and whoever's listening, just hold your lovers tight, 'cause this is one of the love songs. ¿Quieres aprender a relajar las piernas y drenarlas al mismo tiempo? Entonces te enseñaré. Ven aquí. Aquí tenemos los ganglios linfáticos y tenemos el sistema linfático. Además, aquí los músculos de la pantorrilla son una delicia para ver. This is one of those love songs. How y'all doing? I gotta get prepared. Give me just a second. I had to find me some befitting music. This is gonna be like a heavy channel. But if you out there and you listening, I'm channeling that song by Escape. It's called One of Those Love Songs. And I was singing to y'all, which I was trying to just now. You know, I was singing in my beautiful voice. But I'm coming down with a cold. So that part. But anyway, the song is this is one of those love songs that you hear in the middle of the night. Makes me wanna be with you. Wherever you and whoever's listening, just hold your lovers tight. Cause this is one of those love songs. Which is crazy that that's the song that I'm channeling. Cause this video is about human trafficking. But you know, I ain't gonna hold you. Love is what saves the day. So this gonna be a very interesting dream channel. I'm gonna need y'all out there to help me and let me know when y'all if my audio go out. Cause powers that be do be fucking with my shit sometimes. Sometimes it just be me. All right, we got that going. Let's get some. All right, welcome. Okay, welcome or welcome back to Crystal's Crystal Clear Visions, where y'all know I like to use my visions, tarot, oracle, music, movies, dreams, whatever, to get us messages from the Most High, from our angels, from our ancestors, from our guides, and of course from our loved ones who are here as well as passed over. Y'all know they like to bring us messages of encouragement. They like to help us get past any blockages, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. Sometimes they like to let us be just a little nosy. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions to the channel. Shout out to those of you who donate to the channel. Shout out to those of you who comment on the channel. Shout out to those of you who come in and leave out. I appreciate you, okay? Thank you for anything that you do to help support me and my channel. Please continue to keep that up for your girl. Now, should you happen to be new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you find this content to be enjoyable. I hope I'm able to tickle your fancy. All I ask in return is if I somehow check off that box for you, is that you hit that like button for me, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell and all so you are notified next time I go live or upload any more videos. Now, I do have to preface these videos by saying that they are for entertainment and educational purposes only. So please use discernment as you check out these readings, okay? I am not liable for the fate that you catch from my interpretation of the illustrations on these cards. So these are general messages. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This ain't everybody's story. And last but certainly not least, please do not use this as legal and or medical advice because your girl holds no license in any of those areas. Okay. So that said, let's get into it. I was gonna come on here and do a reading last night because I had got a channel in yesterday, but I came home last night and I was feeling, I was tired. I was real tired. I'm still tired now, but I had to get up and do this message because I'm talking about I'm fresh up out of my bed. Like this is how I had to come. So I had felt this little tickle in my throat. And I know that it's like a little cold. So I was going to make my little hottie toddy concoction because y'all know your girl knows how to do her little thing. But I was so tired last night that I was just like, I'll make it in the morning when I get up. Because I'm like, it's just a little tickle in my throat. I'll be all right. And my nose started running. So I know it's a little cold. But remember, my son has a cold. So it's crazy. We don't really get sick that often. But when we have gotten sick in the last times, I've noticed it's always him first. And then I'll catch it on the tail end. But I ain't going to let this shit hold me down. Because I got my little special herbs in there. And I'm going to make my little concoction. And I'm going to be all right. And he all right, really. And it's crazy that I even am feeling sick because I loaded like when I was medicating him, I started medicating myself. So I'm like, how the fuck? But I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I still didn't think nothing of it. Y'all know I already felt like it was some shit somebody was throwing my way. But this dream that I just had further lets me know. So I ain't tripping because it ain't it's nothing, okay? What's the goon to a goblin, okay? In the words of Lil Wayne. So let's get into this dream channel. So I went to sleep and I had a nightmare, and it's been a very long time since I've had a nightmare. But it didn't start off as a nightmare. Like it started off, I went to visit a friend. Now, in my waking life, me and this person are not friends anymore. We used to be friends. She used to be my best friend. Hey, bestie. She used to be my best friend. But then, y'all know I started doing these readings and I started having dreams. I had did a reading where I did a reading and it revealed some shit. Now, I know a lot of people be like, oh, them tarot card readings, they not real, and y'all can say shit all day long, right? But you can't convince me. I don't the number of people that have called me and been like, "Oh my God, you did a reading for me and that happened, that came true," or the number of people that I've been reading them and they like exactly going through what I've been reading has been far, like it's been way more than than anybody could say. So, it's been more people that have come to me and been like, oh my God, you was right, than I've had come to me and be like, nah, bitch, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Matter of fact, I've never had anybody come to me and tell me they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, and even if they did, because I read this particular guy, and in the time that I was reading him, I could tell he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But listen, he woke me up the other morning with a message said your shit came true. I said, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I didn't remember. I can only remember one thing from the reading that he had told me. But he was like the first part, and I was like, I don't remember what the first part was. And so we talked for like an hour, and true. So I say that to say this. When I cut this particular friend off, I just cut her off. I didn't I didn't explain because you don't have to explain to grown folks what they already know be going down. So I never explained nothing. I just blocked her. I blocked her on all my channels, on all my little, Instagram, Facebook. And it was like when I first blocked her, and this is real life, y'all. When I first blocked her, she sent me messages. Like any way she could send me a message, she would send me messages. She would, I don't know why you blocked me. The last message that she sent me was on Instagram. And it's crazy because I got on Instagram the other day. Now I don't post on I barely am ever on Instagram. But something, I don't know, I just clocked into Instagram. And so I'm looking and I'm scrolling. I guess I was scrolling through the messages and I saw the message that she sent me, the last message, and she was like, I don't know why you blocked me. I guess you just gotta do what's best for you, and I hope you prosper in life, sis. Now, me personally, I hate when people call me sis. And because it's never genuine. When bitches call you sis, it's never genuine. Okay. Now, they might like to convince y'all that it be genuine, but when a motherfucker call you sis, okay, sis, like it's never genuine. So I hate that. But that's what she said. And she knows that. She knows my ticks. She knows my ex, the shit that I don't like. So when she sent that shit, I was just like, oh, okay, well, and I just blocked it. I didn't even respond. And then somehow, I guess she got a new phone because she was able to message me on my iPhone. And I don't know, I don't even remember. She sent me so many messages. I think this one was like a picture. No, she said somebody had a baby and some shit, but I didn't know who she was talking about. So I don't know. So, I just block it. So then, she had family members that would message me. As soon as they would message me about her, I would block them. Cause I just, I was like, I don't got nothing to say. It's nothing, a motherfucker ain't gonna never own up to it because they always want to tear down tarot cards and, you know, oh, here you go. The message. I had to look for it. It said, I would ask why you blocked me of all people, like I'm an enemy or something. When we were just sending memes the other day, laugh out loud, but I guess it doesn't matter. Wish you the best, sis. And I just blocked it. I didn't even respond. So it was weird to be in this dream where I was happy to go see this friend. So let's get into the dream. I'm going to see her, and I have I'm driving a black Mercedes Benz, which is unlike me because I don't know. I guess deep down I do want a Mercedes Benz, but I don't know. I'm driving a black Mercedes Benz, and I pull up to where she's at, and I don't even remember it like everything. I just remember like I'm in this house, and I want to say my daughter was with me at first because I think all my kids was with me at first, but by the end of the dream, it was just me. Hold on, testing. I knocked my microphone out my hand. Anyway, let me wrap up because I'm getting kind of cold. So yeah, I got y'all gotta bear with me for a minute. But like I was saying, so so I tie my microphone to my hair like Medea people be in the movies. But anyway, so I'm at her house or I'm at a house, and I remember my daughter falling asleep on the couch, and then I remember these two guys. came in. Right now, after this part, like I said, my kids, I didn't see them in the dream no more. So I did make reference to them, but I didn't see them no more. So I knew that they were safe. So it's like whoever this person is, I'm gonna get to it. So anyway, I'm in the dream. I'm these two guys come in and they're like abusive. Like they are very demanding. They want us to do this and do that. And so I come up with this plan to escape. And she my friend, so of course I'm taking her with me because I could never leave my friend. She's my friend. So we end up escaping out like the back door. Now it's some little kids in this house too, like two little girls, maybe a little, maybe she was about 8, between 8 and 11. It's like a little toddler, a baby, and yeah. So cute little kids. I remember the baby. She had like some pretty hair, so she looked like she was like mixed. But anyway, we run out the back of the house, me and her, because dudes they had left. Um, like I said they was like hella abusive though, so it was two of them, and they had left. And one of them, if you've ever seen Ghost, looked like the Puerto Rican guy that unalives Patrick Swayze in the movie. Now, it's no coincidence that I probably saw him because I watched Ghost the other day, but it's been about 2 days. So since I watched it Friday. So that could be one reason why. But y'all know dreams, they kind of crazy, but they kind of be real. So, I pray every night before I go to sleep because, I know that I'm protected. Matter of fact, I prayed before I got on this video. So, um, my dream. So we escape out the door and we run into my car, which is a black Benz. But on the way that while we were running, like this house is so big, it's got like a deck and kind of like a pool. And it was like people sitting on the deck. So they saw us like running, and one of them said something, but I can't remember what they said. And they seemed like older people. Like they was just, how old people sit out on the porch? That's how they was doing. They was sitting out on the porch. How y'all doing? I know there's 8 of y'all in here and it's only 2 likes. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, share the video. We trying to get this video to as many people as we can. So anyway, these old people sitting on the porch. So it's this lady and she's walking her dog. Now she has two dogs, two dogs. One is a big dog, and he got like these two flamingos following him, which was funny to me because I was like, why she got? Because I thought because she had two dogs, but the flamingos looked like because they was right behind the dog, so they looked real. So it looked like she had about 4 or 5 dogs, but she only had two dogs because the big dog ended up like he was the one that had the two flamingos. He ended up like his collar came off and he was free. And so he came to, kind of look at us or whatever. But then they kind of disappeared. And I just remember the two flamingos. I have no idea what that means, but I'm going to look that up. Um, so anyway, we get in the car and it's one of those push to start. And when you have a push to start, you supposed to have the key near you. But I remembered that I forgot something in the house. So I ran back in. That's how I ended up seeing the little kids. Because I ran back in. She stayed in the car, my friend. And I ran back inside to get whatever it was that I forgot. And I come back out and we get into my car. I crank it up and we get ready to leave. Now, mind y'all, my truck has been messed up. So this Benz was the same way my truck was. So my transmission is like I don't know what's wrong with it. I just know that I wasn't finna put no money into it to figure out what was wrong with it. But at one point I could still drive it. It's just that when I hit the gas, the little RPM move up. It move up to like 3 or 4, but it don't really take off. Like it didn't accelerate. And at one point the little check engine light came on, but then the check engine light went off. Now this is real life, my truck. My check engine light came on and then it went off. And then I would just drive it, but I would only drive it to the laundromat because the laundromat not far from my house. So either the corner store or the laundromat is where I would drive it to. But lately I haven't been able to drive it because the battery died. So it's just been sitting out there collecting dust, looking pretty. So, but anyway, back to the dream. So I'm driving this Benz and it's driving the exact same way that my truck drives. The acceleration don't want to move. Um, but somehow I ended up, just pushing through and it kind of like fixed itself. So we get like, I don't know, we get a good little place away and it dawns on me that I didn't bring my blue bag. I have a blue bag that I take to work with me every day. I was like, dang, I didn't bring my blue bag, and my blue bag has my keys in it because I take my keys to work with me. And so I'm like, my blue bag don't have my keys in it, which I might need to look because I lost my water bottle yesterday. But my blue bag, it don't have my keys in it, so I'm like panicking a little bit because I'm like, oh my god, how did the car start and I don't have my keys? So I'm telling her about it, and she's just like, oh my god, like anytime she felt like I was doing something where in real life, anytime she felt like I was doing something that was kind of like fucked up, she would always, oh my god, like that's how good of friends we was. Like I could read her and she could read me. So this little betrayal that she did in real life, I couldn't believe. I was like, oh my God. And when I first blocked her, I questioned, like, did I do the right thing? And the more I start getting into my spirituality, the more I do realize, like, I did the absolute right thing. Because this bitch hate me. And it's okay. If I was her, I'd hate me too. Louis Vuitton shoes and a whole lot of booze. Every other week, a different cruise, another dude. Nah. I had to say that part. That's little Kim. No matter what people say, we got to go and on. Who cares about what they think? Anyway, I'll just be channeling songs as I talk. So anyway, back to the dream. When I tell her like I forgot the keys, I was like, oh my god, we gotta go back and get them. And she's just like, whatever. So in this part of the dream, it was like a little hill or something. Whatever it was, when I got on it, we ended up doing like flipping in the air and doing like a 360 landing. And we ended up like at her house. Now we get inside and I'm just going back and forth because I'm like, oh my God, I need my keys. My car not gonna start. I need my keys. And lo and behold, this bitch has a gray Benz. So she's like, so I tell her I'm looking out the window at her Benz, and our Benz is the same. It's just mine is black and hers is gray. So I'm like, you got your keys and everything. You got to take me back so I can get my keys. And she kind of reluctant at first, but then she's like, okay, let's go. No, no, she wasn't reluctant. That bitch easily went and got her. She just walked. As soon as I said we got to go back and get my keys, she just immediately walked to her car. And so I get up and I walk behind her, I get in the car, and she drives me back. And I'm like, we get in the yard. I was like, I'm going to be right back because I know exactly where they are. So I go through the door and she's supposed to be standing in the car. Do y'all know I never seen this bitch again in this dream ever? So I'm inside now and it's like more people now in this house. So it's like a group of girls that sit on the couch, and it's like some dudes that's coming in and out. And the two original dudes, I don't think they was there, but it was another dude. Like he was equally as shit, but he wasn't like it. Like he talked to me like he gave a fuck, but he really like didn't give a fuck. Like he was just following orders. So he was like, I'm basically sitting there and I'm like, I guess I had got caught because I just remember like being in this scene. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? I gotta get out of here. But I can't get out because he's walking with like a military, I guess an AR-15, but it's one of them guns that they be having in movies that they strap to them. So he walking around and I can see the girls and some of them look like they out of their mind, high on drugs, and some of them, just chilling. But they're like used to it at this point, so it's not. And none of them are scared like I am. And so this dude comes and he tries to give me, I guess, fellatio. Is that the right word for a female? Probably ain't even spelling it right. Yeah. So yeah, fellatio. So um oh well no, cause it say, well, for a woman, cause I'm a woman. This say for a male, but well, one of them say for a male, the other one just anyway, oral. Let's say that. So he tries to give me oral, but I'm like, no, no, sir, you can't, cause my cycle is on, and that's when he kind of like stopped. Now, mind you, the girls are. It's like a lot of chit chat going on, so they're watching this go down, and one of them say, "Well, you can still get penetration," and that's when it dawned on me, like, bitch, they got you in a sex trafficking ring. So now I'm really on 10 because I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I asked the dude, the one that's got like the little AR-15. I asked him can I use the bathroom? Can he take me to the bathroom? So he takes me up these stairs to like this open, it's a huge open room, but it's like little bathtubs. It's probably like, it's so many of them, like, because the room was huge. So it's like little bathtubs, but they got like small coverings over them. Like back in the old days when you would go to the hospital and they would separate the beds with, but they would, the kind that you could move. So they was like portable, um, like shields, I guess, privacy fences, but portable, the kind that they used to have in the hospitals. But it's like a bunch of beds, and then you got like each one of them got like two of them surrounding it. So I'm kind of sure, but in this dream, like I could see over the thing, so that's how I could see like all the tubs. I don't know if it's because we was coming up the steps, but that would be crazy that I'm coming up and I could see it. But anyway, I was able to see it. And he takes me to this room that's got like this little flap. It's got the little toilet. It's got like this big. It looked like a them black bags that but it's hanging up, and there's like a bike, a little bike, like a little kid's bike. And he tells me, he's like, hey, when you finish using the bathroom, just make sure you move this bike. Um, he was like, hide it. And I was like, hide it where? He was like, I don't know, figure something out. He was like, but you need to hurry because your house mother is coming. And so I'm just like, what? So I guess I used the bathroom or whatever. And I'm trying to figure out like where to put the bike. And the girl that I guess is supposed to be my house mother comes and she's like, oh girl, she's laughing. And it's crazy because this particular chick I went to school with. Now from this point on, I'm seeing people I went to school with. So I went to school with this girl, but she was never like nobody that I wasn't really just cool with nobody anyway, because by the time I made it to school, I was in middle school by the time I moved to Mississippi. And by then, everybody was all, you know how everybody had their little cliques, but not only that, most all of them was related to each other, and I wasn't. Like I wasn't related to no that I know of. I wasn't related to anybody I went to school with. So I really just didn't have that click bond experience. So there were people that I talked to that I went to school with, but there was nobody that I actually like. It was only one girl that I actually befriended, and I've been having dreams about her lately too. But it was only one girl that I actually like befriended, maybe two. Um, but so to see this chick in my dream was like weird because I never really interacted. I don't recall any time I've ever interacted with her at school. So she talking to me and she's like basically telling me, I guess the rules or whatever. She walking me back downstairs and I break down and I start crying because I was asking her about her life and I'm just like, how did you end up here? I was like, did you get kidnapped too? And she was like, more like I left because I think she was a runaway. So she was like, her and her mom didn't get along, so she kind of ran away. I think she said she had been there since she was 14. And so I was like, but she seemed like so chill about it, like she didn't care about being there. But I started crying and I'm just like, I gotta get out of here. I was like, I have a daughter, and I paused. And then I started to say, and two sons. And this bitch looks at me and was like, so where your daughter at? And I was like, that's when I just knew. I was like, she's so far gone. That bitch don't care about what I'm talking about. She not gonna get me out of here. And then that's when it dawned on me again, like, oh my God, they trafficked me. And all I could think was, I was like, this bitch left me here. She did this shit on purpose. Like, she purposely brought me back and she left me here. And I was like, that's when I was like, John Wick ain't got shit on me because I started saying, I'm going to kill this bitch. And I started calling her all types of shit. And then as soon as I thought about, I remember I told y'all in a reading before, I was like, I asked God to show me who my husband was. As soon as I thought about him, because I was like, he not gonna, like, he gonna come get me. Like, the moment I thought about him, I woke up. And that's when I realized it was a dream. Like, it was so fucking real. Like, I didn't even, usually when I'm dreaming, I'll be like, I can kind of get the gist of the fact that it was a dream. But that dream, like, I felt like I was stuck. I felt like I was trapped. I wasn't gonna be able to get out. But like I said, when I thought about him, I immediately woke up. So that's why I came on here and decided to do this reading. Oh wait, because it was another part. I saw another guy that I went to school with that he's like my Facebook friend, and it's crazy. He reminds me of in the last time I told y'all I had the dream, and then I came on here and I told y'all I had did the reading. The video that I did was story of my life. That's when I pulled the cards and I realized that what I had got was true, and that's what made me stop talking to this friend is because I was like, I kept getting this feeling that she tried to set me up. She tried to set me up. I went to see her, and it was same type of scenario. I went to visit her, and but this is what happened in real life. I went to visit her. Um, I really went to meet this dude. I ain't even gonna hold you. This dude I met off Instagram. I went to see him or whatever, and I went to my friend or who I thought was my friend. I went to his comedy show. He had a comedy show in Mississippi, and I ended up staying with dude. But I got so fucking drunk that night. It was, and I don't even remember having that many cups. I don't even drink like that. So that's what made me feel like, something wasn't right because I don't remember shit from that night. I remember like me and dude, we was trying to, don't judge me. We was trying to have sex, but I kept like falling asleep and he was irritated. So when I woke up the next morning, like I'm all fresh. Oh, I remember he had, because I was driving a Toyota at the time and my doors didn't lock. And he had locked my doors and I was like, I don't have, because I have a separate key. I have a separate key for my ignition that I had for the doors being locked, and I never had the keys for the doors, so I never locked the doors. And I lived in Texas, and I lived in a very nice neighborhood in Texas, so I didn't have to worry about that. But mind you, I was visiting Jackson, so those are things that apparently you should worry about. But and y'all, this is real life. So anyway, he ends up calling one of his friends, and the friend that he calls is a friend that I actually went to school with. Like, I remember we had a whole conversation. I was like, "Oh, I know you, and I know who your baby mama is." And oddly enough, I had a dream about his baby mama. Um, but anyway, I was like, "I know who your baby mama is," and all that. And he pulled a gun out, and he was playing with the gun, and he kept trying to tell me to turn my head, and I was just like, "Nah." I'm not gonna turn my head because I felt like he was trying to pew pew me. But I felt like maybe he was gonna try and rob me or whatever. But I was like, we too close. We was in Ridgeland. See, I'm very particular about if I ever go to Jackson, which trust me, I won't because I don't have no reason to. But if I had ever went to Jackson, I was very particular about where I stayed. And so we was too close to Ridgeland for I was like he wouldn't he in my mind I kept feeling like he not gonna do it because we too close to Ridgeland, like he wouldn't get away with it. So I feel like that was one thing that spooked him, and I feel like he must have saw something over me because I felt like I really could feel my ancestors around me, basically saying don't turn my head. So I didn't turn my head. So like I said, when I ended up going back to her house and telling her about it, she seemed so unmoved about the situation that I was always suspicious about it. And then I did the reading, and I was like, dang. And of course, to this day, she probably tell people that I'm lying when people ask her about it. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck whether motherfuckers believe. I know what the fuck I saw. I know who the fuck I don't hang with no more. And life has been peaceful ever since. I don't get into no shit with nobody. I don't, every now and then it's a coworker that's like on that same demon time. But demons, they only, want to work through anybody that's low vibrational. And I don't know, bitches seem to hate me as much as I try and be friends with them. It never works out. So I'm cool. I'm a loner anyway. I'd rather be alone. I don't like all that faking and funking anyway. So anyway, crazy how the life parallels that dream. So like I said, the dream that I had, I saw the guy, and he wasn't, he just was standing there, like he wasn't saying nothing, he didn't really move. I just recognized him, and like I said, it triggered the fact that he looked like, because he's not the same dude. I think they hung around each other in middle school, but I knew he wasn't the same dude. So, and he got like 10 different Facebook pages. Like, he always add me on all his Facebook pages. He never say nothing. He never posts. I think lately last year he posted a little bit, but and I'll just be like, why do he keep adding up, making all these pages, and he don't never say shit on Facebook? But anyway, that's side note. So anyway, I saw him in a dream, and then that's when she took me downstairs. We were by this big ass window, like a floor to ceiling window. It was crazy the way the house looked. Like, it looked like a mansion on the inside, like a nice ass mansion on the inside, but on the outside it looked like a plain ass, old 2-story house. Like, everything was wood. Like, it was old wood. So it was crazy that it looked like that. But on the inside it was gorgeous. Um but anyway, that's when like I said, I thought about old boy, and I woke up. And then I was like, let me come on here and do this reading. But I still felt like, what I'm saying, motherfucker was trying to attack me. Because this bitch left me. Like, she never came in looking for me. I want to believe that bitch pulled off as soon as I went in the house. So, and a Mercedes Benz is definitely her type of shit. That's the type of shit that she be into. I'm not materialistic like that. I'm gonna be just as happy driving, a Toyota Camry as I would driving a Benz. Like to me, it ain't no fucking different. They cars with wheels. I mean, I don't care about. I've never been the type to care about that type of shit. And call it a poverty mindset or whatever. I just don't. I'm frugal with my money. Like I just, if somebody else buy me a Benz, hell, I'm gonna drive that bitch to the wheels fall off. But me go spend my money on one, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that important to me. Oh, and I also saw her other friend, but I saw her from a distance. One of her other friends that she used to work with, they used to do taxes together. So both y'all bitches was in my dream. Um, yeah. But anyway, so I guess I had to say that because I didn't even know you be watching my shit too, but I don't know why it would even come as a surprise to me. So that's when I realized, like, I woke up, I realized, that it was sex trafficking. So I titled the video, If You Don't Speak Up, they are involved in sex trafficking or in trafficking, trigger warning. It's a dream interpretation. And then while I was coming out here, while I was writing out the title, I heard loud and clear, if you don't speak up for yourself, they'll kill you and say you enjoyed it. And I want to say that is Maya Angelou that said that. And so that's why I just titled it, If You Don't Speak Up. And I just did the little dots. So that's why I was like, let me come on here and do this reading. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of evil behind it. How y'all doing, Elizabeth and Lolo? Thank you for being here. But yeah, so like I was saying, the dream was that trafficking, they're involved in it. Or they may somebody trying to set somebody up to get taken. And it's crazy because I was like, John Wick ain't got nothing on me. And I ain't never watched John. I've never seen that movie. Call me great. I'm not really a big movie buff anyway. So it never really. I remember, like, I know the premise of it, and it's crazy because I love Keanu Reeves. Like, I've watched pretty much everything he's ever been in, but I don't know, for some reason I just could never bring myself to watch John Wick. But I know the premise of it. I know it's like him getting retaliation for somebody killing his dog. And mind you, I said I saw the dog in my dream. Oh, let me see what that means. Two flamingos, spiritual meaning. So a pair of flamingos representing love and commitment. Flamingos are often a good omen, yet they sometimes appear in your life as a warning to ensure you to regain the balance you need to secure a positive future. And when two flamingos appear in a pair, it is often a positive omen that tells of potential romance in your life. And which brings me back to when I got on here and started doing the reading. Dang, we 44 minutes in. When I got on here and started doing, said I was going to do this reading, I started hearing that song. This is one of those love songs that you hear in the middle of the night. Makes me want to be with you wherever you are tonight. And whoever's listening, just hold your lovers tight, 'cause this is one of those love songs that you never want to end. No. So you hope that the DJ plays it again and again and again, plays it again and again and again. To have a little old tickle in the back of my throat. That sounded all right. Look, we got PTSD popping out. So somebody wanted someone to have PTSD. We got a complaint here. We got a singer or a rapper. So this could be a singer or a rapper that had some sort of complaint filed against them. Somebody could be suing them for, some sort of post traumatic stress disorder. And it's crazy because Tiny from Escape, her and her husband have had several lawsuits brought against them about SAing people, which would cause some sort of post traumatic stress. Like they got a lot of legal shit following them. And, she's a part of the group Escape. So that may have something to do with this. It may not. These are for entertainment and educational purposes only. So don't come for me. I'm just stating what's public record at this time. So we got electrocuted. So somebody could have been electrocuted or something is just shocking. Okay, we got law of correspondence. The outside reflects the inside. We got a hammer. Somebody could be on the run. We got a child. We got manslaughter. We got Cain and Abel. Somebody is a racist. Look, you in danger, girl. We got cheating. Somebody got a cheating baby father. Didn't I say? Never mind. We got poison and we got an enemy. So there's an enemy that's trying to poison someone here. This person could be a racist. This person has a cheating baby father. Okay, somebody here is on the run. Somebody could be in y'all. This friend, she could sing. She had a pretty voice. We used to sing all the time, and it was crazy because we used to say like our life would have took totally different paths if we had invested in like going to the studio and dropping an album. But I really feel like never mind. So we got Cain and Abel, which speaks about envy, and that's usually what drives people to unalive people. You got the hammer, which can be a pum pum or it could be an actual hammer. Okay, but you can definitely use it to take people off of this plane. um, and with this racist, she was racist, like not racist in the sense of, I mean, I never really saw her interacting very much with white people, but she was Puerto Rican, and I remember this time where we was driving. We had just left the Battle of the Bands, and she was driving my car. I was on the passenger side, and we got to this light by Wendy's on Northside Drive. If you're from Jackson, you know. So we was on Wendy's at Northside Drive, and it was this dude, and he was in a Benz. I'll never forget that car. They was in a nice Mercedes Benz, and it was kind of hard getting out of the stadium at after we had left the Battle of the Bands. And I guess I don't know. I think maybe she had cut him off, but it was a girl. He had three people, and him in the car. It was him on the driver's side. It was a chick on the passenger side. It was in two chicks on the back seat. Now the one that was on the back seat behind the passenger, so that's how far away she fucking was. She was her and the girl that was driving me, the friend, they were arguing back and forth. And I remember because she used to be, and this is what made me like kind of, I ain't gonna say fearful of her, but I was always a little weary of her because her and the girl was arguing, and she went to pull out her gun and she was gonna like shoot at them damn folks. And I begged her, I was like, please don't do that. Not with me, not in my car. Like, don't do that. Like, she was reckless as fuck. And I just remember like begging her, please don't shoot these people. Don't shoot at these folks' car. Like, I'm not trying to go to jail for some bullshit because y'all arguing. Like, we out of at this point we was on Northside Drive. So I'm like, we out of the stadium. Like, what the fuck? Like, let that bitch go. And we get to the light, and the girl fucks up and calls her a Mexican. And when she called her a Mexican, I already knew, like, cause she hated Mexicans. Like, and I'm like, but you're Puerto Rican. Like, I didn't understand it, but she hated Mexicans. And she hated for people to confuse her with being a Mexican. And when I say she got out the car and she went over to that driver's side door back seat, and she proceeded to whoop that girl ass that was on the back seat on the passenger side over. Like the girl was in the dude never moved. He never turned around. He never stopped her. And the girl that she was fighting over just had her hands in the air screaming. And she was like trying to pull the other girl out the car. And all this is happening while we sitting at the red light. So, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, because what the fuck? And it just, she was racist, but I didn't get it at the time, but I get it now. Um, so yeah, that part. So anyway, let's get into this read. Let's see what else come out. It's like she on the inside, now that I think about it, she went through a lot. I imagine she didn't really like get too deep into her childhood. Like she was very manipulative. When I think about it, like she would tell me just enough to kind resonate with me, but she would never tell me like the whole truth. She would tell me bits and pieces of the truth. So, she was from Hawaii, and I was just like, how did you end up in Mississippi from Hawaii? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's just, to me, that seemed like the craziest shit. Because Mississippi, I definitely would never tell people to move there. Like, especially if you live somewhere like Hawaii. Like, I would never leave Hawaii if I lived there. But, and then she had been in Mississippi since she was very, very young. Like, I don't know. Well, that's what she said. She was young as hell. She could have been lying, but who knows? Anyway. And she never really just explained how she got there. She just was on the run. She was hiding. That's what she told me. She was hiding away from this guy that was abusive, that she was messing with when she was younger, and he was like way older. He was like a pedophile. He was a child molester. It's so crazy these cards came out. So anyway, and she was like, we used to say we was so close. I would say she was my sister. So this Cain and Abel here, think of it as Kanisha and Bella. Okay. So let's get into it. What else is gonna come out? I know she gonna watch this and cringe. She telling all my business, baby. They don't even know who you are, so don't even get that mad. I ain't mention your name not one time. Only you and me, and whoever knows a couple of them stories know who I'm talking about. But like I said in that dream, bitch, I'm coming for you. Like John Wick ain't got shit on me. Cause one thing you not gonna motherfucking do is kill me and tell people that I enjoyed it. So you gonna put all your shit out here. You're watching an amateur comedian, they're not doing well. I'm not a comedian. I'm just naturally funny. You take everything very seriously. A bitch. That's what I wrote on the card. All right. We got the umpire has been making horrible calls the whole game. I heard, I wish that I could have this moment for life. Oh, she do got a husband that's a child. Mm, anyway, on that, it's her brother. Her husband is a rapist, but whatever. Cause in this moment, I just feel so alive. And she's this bar where she say, I call the shots, I am the umpire. I sprinkle holy water upon the vampire. And no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes. Clap for the heavyweight champ. Thank you so much, Eunice. I wonder when the sound cut off. Let me check. Because I damn sure forgot to check. Thank you, my loyal people. So anyway, and she was like, we used to say we were so close. It's one thing you umpire. I sprinkle holy water upon the vampires. And though I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes. Clap for the heavyweight champ. Okay. So when I started spitting that Nikki bar, all right. So let me go back to what I was saying. Um, so because I ended up bringing that Nikki bar back up. So it says the umpire has been making horrible calls the whole game. You just woke up from a really weird nightmare. You asked someone to turn their music down. Instead, they turned it up. You see a hair in your friend's pasta and watch them take a big bite. So again, this is about this is a dream channeling because I had a nightmare. It was a nightmare to me anyway. My bad. I got two microphones. It's crazy that neither one of them hold the charge for very long. Back. I'm back. Like I never left. All right, so I was saying this person here is very mad and scared, right? And this individual that I'm channeling their energy, they did suffer from some sort of PTSD. And I said this was a friend, and when you like pasta makes me think about blood magic, and I did say in that dream that I told the dude that my cycle was on, and that's why he couldn't assault me. So that's why he couldn't assault me. So it makes sense that that's why I dreamt about it. Um, because like I said, she took me back to this house and she just left me in the dream. Like I never saw her again, and I couldn't escape. And like I said, I kept thinking about John Wick or whatever. So, and I've never seen John Wick. I've never watched the movie. It's never been something that I wanted to watch, but I just know that like he was on going in revenge because of they had unalived his dog. And I had a dream about the dog. So anyway, I was talking about because we got a message of concern and we got the electrocuted here. So it's like this person is shocked by what it is that they are seeing because they wasn't expecting for this truth to come out. Like they weren't expecting for, this to come back on them. This is somebody that thought that they would be able to. I want to say this person must have been doing some sort of spiritual magic and they thought that they was going to be able to get away with it. Ooh, she lucky my mic cut off because I said some vile shit just now. But anyway, so I started going back and it's like this person is like they're very super serious. Like this person can't take a joke. And then I started saying with this card, I was talking about Cat Williams because the saying is he'll tell you a joke, but he'll never tell you a lie. And a lot of comedians they tell us like the truth about shit that be going on, but they say it in a joking way so that we won't believe it or we don't, question what it is that we done heard. We just laugh at it.
And Cat Williams is one of those comedians where, people look at him like he an amateur, but they really don't know like he the GOAT. Like he ain't no amateur, like he hella funny. And he funny in a real way because he do be telling us, he be dropping like real knowledge on us. And if you know, you know. And so this person is shocked about all this real knowledge that's being dropped because they wasn't expecting for somebody to be able to pull the receipts and validate, right, what they was doing in the background, or they suspected that they would be able to constantly attack someone and the person wouldn't, fight back. Like I said, I heard if you don't speak up for yourself, they'll kill you and tell people that you enjoyed it. So this person, like I said, I used to say that this friend was my sister. Like we used to call each other sisters. And oh, y'all missed the whole story about how she beat up the girl on Northside Drive. Or did y'all? I don't know. I can't remember. Um, but anyway, Cain and Abel, I was like, y'all could call it Canella and Abella or something like that. Kanisha and Abella. But anyway, and I said that I used to wonder like why she would move from Hawaii to Mississippi. Then I said it made sense because she said she was on the run. And if I ran away from like an exotic ass place like Hawaii, then I no doubt would come to Mississippi where I imagine nobody would think to look for me there because who the fuck moves to Mississippi? But anyway, um, so like I said, this person is very like they take everything seriously. Like this person don't know how to take a joke. And this person looks at everybody as if they're amateurs, if they're beneath them. Because again, your neighbor's amateur rock band starts rehearsing at midnight. And then it's somebody here that's like you ask somebody to turn down their music and instead they turned it up. So it was like this, whoever this person is, with this friend, right? This friend definitely did some sort of magic here, okay? They did some sort of black magic. And this person, they tried to poison. So poison somebody's food, right? They was trying to bring poison into somebody's life because they were upset, right? That this person, like that's what I was saying. They didn't like the anointing on this person's life because I started hearing that song. It's the God in me. So it's like this person was jealous of the anointing that was on this friend's life. And I was talking about how Cain never went to God and asked God like why you ain't, what I'm saying, why you don't favor me? What can I do to get you to have some favor on my life? Like Cain never took a step back and looked at his life. Cain only thought that he should react to the person that, he made Abel his enemy, and he let that jealousy for his brother fester, and that's why he unalived him, right? With this hammer energy here. So it's like he hit him in the head. So it's like that's what this person wanted to do. Instead of fixing what they got on the inside, they decided that they wanted to try and attack this anointed person, right? Because this person, they were jealous of this person's light. Their outside reflects their inside. So this is somebody that's beautiful inside and out. And this person didn't feel beautiful inside and out. That's why they're mad, right? At the umpire. The umpire in this situation would be God, right? Because God is the one that's calling all the shots. And so they feel like, God calling the wrong shots because somebody here is about to be blessed with a marriage. Because, like I said, the guy that I asked God to show me who my husband is, when I asked God to show me, I ended up dreaming about him. So in this dream, I was able to awake out this dream when I thought about this guy coming to rescue me. My husband is married. And this person is mad because they're not getting married. They're dealing with a cheating baby father. And that's when I said the last message that she sent me was a picture of the baby and was like, oh, the girl had the baby. I'm sorry that I messaged you. I just didn't have nobody else to talk to, in which I blocked her because I didn't give a fuck. Like I don't bring that negative energy into my space because you should have left that little boy alone the day that you met him, but instead you decided to do love spells on him. And that's why now you're dealing with a cheating baby father. Don't be mad at me. I didn't do anything. I told you that you shouldn't do them love spells. I told you, not to fuck with that shit. because I used to. That's when I started talking about. I brought up the Lil Kim when I said the every other week a different dude, another cruise. If I was you, I hate me too. Louis Vuitton shoes and a whole lot of booze. Every other week a different dude, another cruise. I get paid just for laying in the shade to sip water from a glass of lemonade or to sip juice from a glass of lemonade. So, and I ain't gonna say I ain't never been promiscuous because I suffered too. I had to heal from, addictions that I had as well when I was a kid, but I've never just bounced from person to person to person. And I used to, a part of me, I can admit, what I'm saying, a part of me was kind of jealous, but I was more jealous of the fact that I used to always tell her, like, you're a Puerto Rican from Mexico. Of course, these dudes are gonna love you. You're exotic. And I used to tell her that all the time. I was like, they see you as just, you're exotic. You're different. You're not a black girl. I was like, so yeah, and nine times these dudes who don't, give a fuck about themselves or don't really, and I don't want to say I'm racist or none of that stuff because I don't really see myself like that. Maybe I do say some, off the wall shit, but truth be told, I want a black man, a strong black king, because I feel like nobody gonna know my struggle better than the black man. Like nobody else has struggled like I struggled better than the black man. Like we in this together. So when I see black men that date outside their race and black women, I'm not just, I don't hate on it, but I'm not just, I look at it and I question it. And, I just do it. Is it really true love? But then I'll be like, I don't really give a fuck. If they happy, if you love it, I like it or whatever. If you like it, I love it. So, but I used to always tell her that, like, they like you because you're exotic. They like you because you're different. Like, not that they didn't like her for the person that she was, but, maybe some of them did. But the history of the guys that she dated said otherwise, like she would get into some pretty hectic relationships, right? So, Ha- shit, nobody can love. If you don't love yourself, you're not gonna attract anybody to love you. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I ain't on here trying to do this reading to bash nobody. I'm just, speaking up for myself because I'll be damned if a bitch kill me and say that I enjoyed it. Cause I'll never enjoy a motherfucker trying to harm me because that's not what I'm on. Even knowing what I know, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I ain't never just been out here like, oh my God, the bitch tried to kill me, telling everybody, running off the mouth. I told the little story and how I felt about it, and I left it at that. Like I don't have no ill will towards nobody. I just don't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. I don't trust you, so I don't fuck with you. But to know that, like, I'm having dreams, the motherfuckers trying to attack me, and just to I ain't gonna go down without a fight. So I'm gonna tell my motherfucking story. That's what I dreamt about. I dreamt the bitch was trying to hurt me, and I'll be damned. Right. And then, like I said, in the dream when I told the girl I had a daughter and the bitch was like, well, where's she at? Oh, it's done. Now I gotta hunt you down and kill you because what? Like I love my baby. I'll never if I could protect her from ever going out into the world, I would. I know I used to say that I didn't want a girl, and it's because I knew the dangers that a girl in this world faces. Like a man in this world, they a black man in this world, yeah, they face a lot. But a black little girl in this world is evil. This is the evil world that we live in, and in my mind, I don't want anything like that to ever happen to her. And so I do. I pray over my baby every day. And she may not know that. She may not understand that, and I may not have showed that in the very beginning. But as I've gone through my healing, like that's I wouldn't, I would, I would be John Wick, and I ain't never seen the movie. So let me, but I would definitely, I was. So like I said, I'm coming on here and I'm doing this reading because bitch, I see you. I'm seeing you in the astral realm. So I already know if I'm seeing you in the astral realm, then this is some real life shit that you've been trying to do in the real world. And again, don't be mad at the anointing that's on my life. Get right with God for yourself. I'm not the one who out here, you know what I'm saying, I'm out here trying to be the best version of me that I could possibly be. I don't compete with nobody but the bitch I was yesterday. You know, I ain't out here trying to tear nobody down. I ain't out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a living and take care of my 3 kids. That's my only goal in life is to make sure that me and my kids got a roof over our head, food in our stomach, a warm blanket to sleep under, you know what I'm saying, running water to wash our ass, and they learn how to maneuver through this evil, cruel ass world. I ain't out here trying to hex nobody. I ain't out here wishing bad on nobody. Matter of fact, I pray for them. I want for things to get better in your life because I believe on the inside, like deep, deep, deep down, somewhere down in that little black hole of your body, I believe that you are an amazing person. Like I started off saying, you have a beautiful voice. When you sing, I think it's beautiful. The fact that you are so neat and tidy and clean, like I love that. I wish that I was like that. I'm a slob. I know I'm a slob. I know where I fall short. But your ability, like I ain't never for this person, even though I would say shit like, "Oh, these dudes only want you because you exotic." It's like shit. She exotic. Like she looked different. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a bad thing. It was just I knew that I was in my mind. I never felt like it was competition because I knew that when it boiled down to it, when I got around different dudes that did not really, and I didn't love myself back then either. So I was intimidated by the fact that she was Puerto Rican and I'm just a black girl because shit, you line us up, me and her, in front of a bunch of dudes, and 9 times out of 10, most of them was gonna pick her. So that's just how I felt. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no big issue with that. I knew, like, yeah, they like her. They're not gonna choose me. They're gonna choose her because she looked different. But that's just how some of these dudes are. I, I always knew that whoever is meant for me, they're gonna like me for me, period. They're gonna like me. They're not gonna, it's not gonna be because I got locks or it's not gonna be because I look a different way or you know what I'm saying? Like that's always how I felt. So for this person to constantly like heal that hurt, baby, that stress, that trauma that you've been going through. Like I'm not your enemy. I'm not the person that you need to be fighting. You need to be fighting you yesterday. You need to be helping that little girl that didn't get that help when you was a child, your inner child. Like stop directing that shit towards me because again, bitch, if anything happens to my daughter, I'm coming for you. Period. And my son. I'm coming for you even though we protected, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. But that's why I'm doing this reading. I'm doing this reading one because I was called to do it. Because that's what I do. I do readings and I have to, tell y'all about the dreams that I have because sometimes they be warnings. But I also, and what you put out comes back to you. And so this person has a daughter. So it's like, why would you even wish that on somebody else's daughter? Like that's crazy as hell. Like you Anyway, so we got privileged lady here and we got despair. So it's like this privileged lady. So somebody here, we got the baby father. So it's like this is somebody who definitely like I said, they like to live beyond their means. They like Benzes and having nice money here. And it's like this baby father, because that's who I feel like this is in despair. This person is losing money. Like they having a hard time finding a job or working. So they not bringing in as much money as this privileged lady. And y'all know the privileged lady, she's definitely into spiritual work. Um, she's definitely, um, it's all about the money. This privileged lady. So we got a journey here. Somebody's taking a journey. Look, this false person. So it's like this false person may have traveled or is traveling. So this false person, this privileged lady, it's like she, because of all the shit that she been doing behind the scenes, it's like she done got this baby father caught up here somehow. 10 is the wheel of fortune. So it's like she done got this person off their path. And now that's why this on the run is here. Like they may be on the run. Let me hurry up because this video like 86 minutes long. No matter what people say, we got this going on. Who cares about what they think? And it's so crazy because Lil Kim was very beautiful and she changed her appearance because shit, people would tell her that she wasn't pretty enough or her skin was too dark. You know, she was in a lot of abusive relationships where, they tried to, unalive her or, make her hate herself. We got sad. The person you've been hitting on just asked if your friend is single. Thank you, Veronica, for telling your story. Prayers for Zach. I hope he get through it. Um, and it's crazy because the reading that I was gonna do last night was this friend. Like this, it was about this friend. Like I got the download about this friend, and I'm about to let y'all in my business just a little bit. So remember, I told y'all I prayed and I asked God to show me who my husband is. And when God showed me who my husband is, I kind of already knew like this person, but this person has never let on. Like they've never told me how they feel about me. And he walks around like, I'm crazy but I know deep down inside, he know I ain't crazy. He just, I don't know. I saw this thing about Jonah. So y'all know Jonah was meant in the Bible. Jonah, God gave Jonah a command. He told him, to go prophesy to this city and tell them that they needed to repent because the city was gonna fail. And Jonah kept running from what God told him to do. So Jonah was disobedient to God. And so Jonah decided that he was gonna get on the ship. And when he got on the ship with these seamen who had been, riding the sea all their life, it was like this horrible storm. And they was like, we ain't never seen a storm like this ever before in our life. So they told, so they asked like, so Jonah came and was like, it's me. I'm the reason that y'all having this storm. Just throw me off the boat or whatever in the storm or cease. Well, at first they didn't want to throw him off the boat, but then they realized like it was him or them. So they ended up throwing him off the boat, and that's when Jonah gets swallowed up by a whale. And so when Jonah gets swallowed up by the whale, he's in there for 3 days and 3 nights. And that's when he's like repenting and and then God commands for the whale to spit Jonah out. So he spits Jonah out. And Jonah ended up going to the city, but he still is reluctant in doing what God tells him to do. So instead he just sits outside the city and lets people come and go and instead of prophesizing to them what it's about, he just sits there hoping that the city gonna go ahead and just be destroyed and he don't have to do anything. But ultimately at the end, like God tells him like, well, at the end he ended up preaching to the city like he's supposed to do. So Jonah was a prophet. He was supposed to preach on what he saw. So I feel like, because I asked God like why he shows me this person that don't fuck with me on that level. And at first I used to be like, oh, he must be under like spell work. And he probably was at one point, but Jonah was fully aware of what his mission was, what it was that he was supposed to be doing. And every time I think of like the little interactions that I used to have with this dude, like he was fully like it wasn't no secret. Like if I look back on the shit that he would do and say, and just the little interactions that we had, like it's there. You could see it. I could see like, yeah, he liked me, but for some reason he's afraid of me. Why? Who knows? But it's like he was afraid. He's afraid of doing what, because God is. If God showed me who He is, I know for a fact God just showed him who I am. And I remember I made a status about that one day. I was like, God forgot to show, like, God showed me my husband, but I think He forgot to show my husband me. And so, anyway, that was a status that I made. I remember that. So, I just feel like, my husband is in his Jonah right now. Like, he feel like he's Jonah. Um, and he's running from this mission. But in the end, like, it is what it is. It's gonna end up like that. And I feel like maybe that this person is with someone that God has been, this baby father, like God been speaking to this baby father and telling this person, like giving them some sort of mission that they supposed to be on, and this person keeps running away from this mission. And I'm here to tell you part of the reason why you running away from it is because that motherfucker did do spell work on you. But anyway, the person that's supposed to be my husband, because I never, when I met him, I've never seen him with a black girl. So in my mind, I always thought that he only liked, white girls and Mexican girls and, Puerto Rican girls. So he was one of those people in my mind, like I saw him as he, don't like black girls. And I used to ask him that, I was like, why you don't talk to black girls? I didn't think he liked black girls. So not only did I not think that he was, couldn't like me in the very beginning when I first met him, I also, I didn't think he liked me. So I didn't see it in the beginning. Like I was blinded to all the shit that he would do to show me that he liked me. And I just didn't catch on to it until like I started having dreams about him. But I tried to hook him up with this particular friend. And mind you, this friend, I always would say they like you because you're exotic. So that's how I saw him. You just like exotic girls. You'll love her. And I got the download that he must have told her that he liked me, and she never said it to me. She never told me about it. She told me about how he sent her like pictures. She told me about how they like had conversations. And I remember like right before I had cut her off, she was talking to me and she was like, she was venting to me about her baby daddy. And she was like, I wish I had a, because I was trying to get her to move here to Texas and she didn't want to move to Texas. So she moved back to Mississippi. And I was just like, in my mind, it was just a crazy because she lived in Las Vegas. So I was like, why the fuck would you move from Las Vegas back to Mississippi? You should have came here to Texas. And that's where our friendship started to rift because I was like, this bitch really don't fuck with me like I think she fuck with me. So anyway, I told her like she should have moved here. And I remember she told me clear that she was like, I wish I had a moved there because I feel like such and such is my soulmate. I think he was the person who was supposed to be for me. And that's always stuck with me. And I never could remember why. Well, I couldn't understand why that stuck with me that she said that until it dawned on me that he likes me and I liked him back. And that's when I was like, and then I kept getting this card. The person you've been hitting on just asked if your friend is single. And I got that download. Like he must have told her that he didn't want her, he wanted me. And she just never said nothing. Like I think when they would talk, it would be about me. And it's crazy because when I would talk to him, it would always be about her. Or, little, whatever little, like I would tell him little shit that I didn't tell nobody else. Not like in a bad way. Well, I did tell him that she stole my idea, which she did. If I'm being 100%, I told her about how I wanted to um I wanted to start selling herbs and doing yoni things, and then all of a sudden, here she is. And like I said, she moved from Las Vegas to Mississippi. And I remember I used to tell her, if I move to Mississippi and I start this yoni thing business, it'll be easy because I already know people. So, I wouldn't be afraid to like sell to them. And that's exactly what she did. She packed up all her shit and she moved to Mississippi and she started a yoni thing business. And she popped for a little while off of it from, what I know. So that's further confirmation for me that he did indeed tell her like that he wasn't really fucking with her like that, and maybe he did tell her he liked me. I don't know, or maybe she knew. I don't know. Um, but it's all playing out here. Look, we got an offer on the table, a proposal, a commitment. So again, this person was jealous because somebody was getting married. Someone is getting someone that is going to, is not going to be a cheater. Someone that's going to be loyal. And again, they was just this person, this friend is jealous of the anointing over this, ex friend's life. Let me get some more. We're gonna get up out of here because shit is damn near 2 hours into this read. Shout out to y'all who been here with me. Shout out to you, Veronica. I'm gonna have to go back and read all that. I ain't read it right now. It's just too much. Um, but yeah, look, drama queen. This person is thirsty. They like to cause chaos here. Yeah, we got twin flames because this person was mad that because the twin flame is the one, the mirror soul, right? They pledged to be together. So it's like this drama queen is mad because this friend is getting together with their soulmate, with their person, and this person is not meeting their person. But like I said, the reason that this person is not getting the love that they desire is because they keep fucking with somebody else's free will, doing love spells. And I used to say I didn't want to do love spells because I want to know that the person that I'm dealing with like genuinely loves me. Like I said in the beginning, I want to know that my person loves me. Like I don't want to feel like I had to put no type of juju over him to feel like he loves me, right? So we got something in the past. So this person did cause a lot of chaos in the past. Okay, this person definitely is operating. This is an enemy that was trying to, say that they was a friend. This could be someone that may have, you could have shared past lives with. We got spiritual awakening. It's coming out in reverse. And so this person was definitely jealous of your spiritual awakening. This person is mad or jealous because they can no longer ascend, but it's because of all this stuff that this drama queen has caused and conjured up right against this divine feminine here. This is somebody who wants to be the divine feminine, and they could have very well been, but this person, because they're refusing to heal this PTSD because they've allowed it to consume them, right, with Cain and Abel. They've allowed this darkness to consume them that now they're unable to ascend here. This person, yeah, was running and avoiding, got on the run. So this person was avoiding doing this healing work. And now this person is obsessed with this divine feminine. They're obsessed with trying to poison this divine feminine because donuts and milk are very poisonous. They cause a lot of mucus within the body. The sugar is bad for the body. It's like a poison for the body. So it's like this person was obsessed with trying to poison this divine feminine. They were obsessed with trying to bring an end to this divine feminine here. But this divine feminine is protected here. The situation is protected here. Archangel Michael has stepped in and covered this person here. And it has this individual trigger. So it's like the fact that they can't get to this divine feminine is like making them even madder. So now, when you mad, you do reckless shit without thinking about it. So like I said, I don't remember if y'all could hear the part where I was telling y'all about how she fought the girl for calling her a Mexican and she's a Puerto Rican. But right before she got ready to fight the girl, she pulled out a gun and wanted to shoot the girl. And I begged her not to shoot the girl. So, she was that's what I was fearful of when it was around her because she was very shoot first, ask questions later. Like she was very hot headed. Like she go from 0 to 100 real quick. And I used to be like, that's gonna get us fucked up. And that's how she is. That's ultimately what ended up stopping us from being friends, because she used to go back and forth, because again her baby father was cheating on her. So on Facebook she would be going back and forth with the girls that he was fucking with. And I used to tell her, like, you can't, like, leave that shit alone. Like, you steady sitting here going back and forth. And I saw her go back and forth with the girl one more time, and that's when I blocked her, because I was like, I don't need that type of negativity in my life. Like, just leave that dude. What's the point of staying with someone that's showing you that they don't give a fuck about you or themselves? Because people who cheat, they don't care about themselves, and they damn sure don't care about you. Because if you love yourself, and trust me, I ain't no angel. I've cheated on a dude before, but usually when I cheat on a dude, it's after he done cheated on me thousands of fucking times, and I just done found out about it. And I used to be under this asinine thought process of, he'll care if I cheat on him, but he didn't give a fuck. It just made me look more of a whore, like what he thought in his mind anyway. When they met me, they thought of me as a whore. Every dude I done ever met has looked at me as a whore. So me cheating back only perpetuated the thoughts that they already had of me, and they thought that I was a whore because they was whores. And so that's the and if they are whores, it's because they don't give a fuck about themselves. People who willingly, if you understand how energy works, especially how sex energy works, if you are out here having sex with a bunch of different people, you don't give a fuck about yourself, because you opening yourself up to whatever spirits them people got on them. And now you about to have them same type of spirits on you. I didn't know that when I was younger. So yes, part of me did horrid shit. But I also have grown. I've been celibate for 5 years, and in them 5 years, I've learned so much. And I just now I could never just willingly. I would rather not have sex than willingly sleep with somebody just because I have an urge to have sex, because it's too much shit out there. Not only is it sexually transmitted diseases that you can die from, it's motherfuckers got all types of demons, and you start drawing that type of shit into your own life. I don't got time. So for a motherfucker to do sex trafficking, it means like that a motherfucker was trying to attach me to all them demons that them people had and people who are sex trafficked, like they can't object to it. They can't be like, oh, I don't want to do this. They have their openness is skeptical to all the demons that them. So somebody was purposely trying to place demons on these people. That's what sex trafficking is. It's like somebody evil that's purposely trying to cause other people. Did somebody knock on my door? No. That's purposely trying to place evil in other people's lives. Look, then I just said lust. I didn't know I was holding these cards in my hands. Lust and forbidden love. So it's like this person is trying to put that out there because they're upset. They want this person that they're trying to attack. Huh? Yeah. This person that they're trying to attack, they're mad again about the anointing that this person has on their life. Like they about to get some true healing. But of course, I've been single for, like, I didn't just luck up on getting a husband, right? I didn't just look. Yeah, it was probably something I was meant to always have, but I had to go through my go through too. Again, I did used to do some horror ass shit. I had to refrain from that. I had to do the healing work. I had to fast. I had to pray. I had to get down and learn God for myself. So in the end, hell yeah, I'm deserving of having a husband that love me and care for me and gonna take care of me. But it didn't just come to me. I didn't just God just sprinkled, oh, you about to have a husband. Like I had to do the right thing. I had to be able to discern between dudes who didn't give a fuck about me and dudes who love me. And so this person is jealous because they feel like, they it was just dropped in this person's lap. They feel like, again, they're mad at the anointing that somebody has on their life. Look, we got a roller coaster here. This person, they want to cause confusion. This person, this person life is about to be like a roller coaster. And didn't I say in that dream, we did like a little spin, just like you would do on a roller coaster. So it's like all this person's secrets are about to start coming to the light. This drama queen, because this person tried to cause chaos for this divine feminine. Like I said, this person may be on the run. And like I was saying before, the abused become the abuser. So when you're dealing with post traumatic stress, if you don't get that healed, then that you turn around and you do the same thing to other people. And I was saying earlier when the volume had cut off about Nicki Minaj and how she, her brother is a convicted child molester, right? She in the news right now, and her husband is a convicted, the Megan's Law thing. So he got to sign a registry saying that he's committed some sort of sexual crime. And it leads me to believe that at one point in time, Nicki Minaj had to have been molested, or she wouldn't align herself with those type of people. So the abused becomes the abuser. Same thing with this friend that I had this dream about. She never like went into detail about the type of abuse that she received, but I'm pretty sure that she had some, she she was on the run, so she definitely had like an abusive childhood. And instead of healing that shit, I had an abusive childhood. Shit, I was molested when I was a kid. And it continued, you know what I'm saying? So and because of that, that's how I developed those horror traits because I didn't love myself. So therefore, I put myself in those positions. But once I decided that I wanted to heal that hurt within me, like now I could talk about it and it don't really affect me, and I use it as a teaching mechanism. Matter of fact, not to put my daughter business out there, but there was, I ended up having to break it down exactly what happened to me. And I told her what happened to me because I don't want her to go down that same route. So again, you go through things so that you can tell other people about it. So it's like I learned from it. Like I went through it and I learned from it. And I just don't want that to happen to my child. And so I feel like this person, instead of them facing it, they're letting that anger and that darkness consume them. And it's like you can't let that consume you. Like you gotta go get that seen about. Go talk to somebody about that. Talk to God. If you're not comfortable talking to other people about it. But that's a wound that needs to be healed because why the fuck would you want to inflict that type of pain onto somebody for them to go through that type of lifestyle in childhood or adulthood? And it's crazy because the song that I picked to be playing in the background is called Alpha Waves Heal Damage in the Body. And the body keeps score of every little thing that has happened to you, good or bad. Um, And so, like, when you've had bad things happen to you, you have to release that stored energy, or it'll stay inside you and start festering. And that's where you get your cancers and your, whatever, your brain tumors and stuff like that, because it's trauma that stays stuck in the body that was never released. Those chemicals, your body, your brain releases chemicals every time something happens to you. And when you don't regulate those or you don't pass those chemicals out the body, they stay and fester and they build and they build and they build. And again, that's where your cancers come from. That's where your sicknesses come from. Stress that has not been, or those chemicals in your body that have not been properly released. So we have the Two of Wands here. Somebody is making plans for the future here. Somebody here is wanting to apologize here. This crush may want to come in and apologize. We got the red and blue hat, so this definitely could be a twin flame situation. Here, somebody wants to apologize for some sort of heartbreak that they may have caused here, and they want to have some sort of happiness. So I feel like that's what this friend needs to know is like if you want your husband, if you want to be happy, you need to repent for all the heartbreak you done caused, and you need to heal your own heartbreak. Like you need to talk to somebody. You need to go to counseling. Like if you want a better future, you're gonna have to heal. We got a child out here twice, and we got a child molester. So this person is definitely caught up with a situation. Maybe they didn't place their child in the situation to go down that same path. It's like this person is needing to heal this cycle that they've been constantly placed in instead of trying to attack a motherfucker that's not fucking with them. Like I said, this person that I'm talking about, I know you got two daughters. I had a dream about your second baby before you even announced that you was pregnant. I had a dream that you was having that little girl. You was in the hospital by yourself. So then you showed her to me and you was mad because I wanted to talk to your little boy, and you kept trying to show me the little girl, and I'm like, I didn't want to see the baby. And then that's when I seen that you was pregnant. So it's not that I watch you, but every now and then, because I did have love for you, I have checked up on you, so I do kind of know a little bit about what you got going on. Not a lot, because I just, when I start including you in my fucking energy, then that's when I start having fucking nightmares and shit. So that's how I know that it's this, you are fucking attacking me. So that's why I can't fuck with you. That's why you blocked on everything, cause bitch, I ain't got time. But I still wish and hope the best for you. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you got two little girls, like I would hope that you would want to protect them with all your life. But if you over here trying to wish that shit or conjure that shit up in my life, bitch, the way it's gonna backfire on you, you better move around. Ace of Cups. It's time for you to start healing yourself. It's time for you to go through your own emotional awakening. If you want this happiness, and maybe you might not, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there is somebody out there that's gonna love you and adore you. But as long as you keep somebody bound to you against their will, you ain't gonna never find that. As long as you hold on to the resentment that you got because you keep dealing with these piss poor ass people, you ain't gonna never get that. Right? As long as you out here trying to do magic on somebody and conjure up a team to help you bring somebody down, you ain't gonna never get that. Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles. It's like you're in this relationship, like you moving away from this relationship because you choosing to be stuck in a codependent situation. You feel like you can't stand on your own. So you walking away from the very thing that it is that you want. You have to change your destiny. This person, you want to be an empress, you want to be the divine feminine, you got to put in the healing. You got to do the work. But this is somebody who's greedy, guarded, right? You guarded your mind, so you don't even want to put anything in your mind that's going to help you heal. You don't want to open your heart, right? And it's all about money. You're somebody who covers yourself with money. The money is the root to all evil. The love of money, my bad. The love of money is the root to all evil. Six of Cups here. Looking back. You need to look back and heal that inner child. Show that inner child that love that you didn't receive. Be that person that your inner child needed. And you do that by, again, loving on yourself, realizing that you're too good to be in a relationship with somebody that don't give a fuck about themselves. And it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. Well, I mean, it's bad that he don't, it's not his fault that he don't give a fuck about himself. He's just not there yet. And he done went through his own trauma that he needs to heal. But healing trauma is a conscious decision that you have to make. It's a decision. It don't just happen. You don't just look up on it. You make the decision that today I'm gonna show up better than the person I was yesterday. And you do it in baby steps. It doesn't happen overnight. It took me 5 years to get to this point that I'm at. 5 years. Going on six to get to the point that I'm at. To where I can honestly say I truly love the person that I am and that I'm going to become. It took hard work and dedication. So I deserve the love that I'm getting. And I believe that if you put in the work, then you'll deserve the love you get too. We got financial collapse. So this person could be dealing with money issues right now, dealing with family feuds. You could be losing in your life because you're holding back, because your recklessness is keeping you from getting this love that you want here. Okay. You're somebody that's very extreme, self indulgent. You have a lack of balance, discord within your body. It's like you need to heal that feud that you got with yourself and stop projecting it outward here. Okay? Because there's some trouble coming towards you, and this trouble is going to push you into some sort of healing because you was refusing to change and get on this journey that you've been called to get on. So don't get mad at me. Don't you be mad at me. Okay, I finally understand that. Where Megan say, "Don't be mad at me, be mad at Megan's law." Like, be mad at the fact that you fall for anything. Like, you don't stand on it. Don't be mad at me. There's a King of Cups here that's no longer in any type of illusions here. This person wants to follow their heart and make some sort of romantic proposal. Don't be mad at me because that's in my future. Like, there's somebody that's meant for you too. You just gotta do your healing work. And it ain't gonna be easy. A sex addiction, listen, do y'all know how many nights I wanted to just call up a dude and come see me? But I had to be strong because I want my true love. Like, I'm tired of dealing with people that don't care about me. All they want to do is have sex with me. Because I got some good sex and everybody do not deserve it. Okay? We have the letter Z, the letter H, the letter B, the letter F, the letter S. Fish. Somebody could be pregnant. We got the letter E. So this is a feminine energy sheet. We got the letter E, the letter O, the letter G, the letter L, and the letter T. Toe. Somebody's toe could be significant. We got large toe. We got feet. Somebody's feet. Somebody is about to be stuck. They're not gonna be able to move. Yeah, feet go. So somebody definitely on the run. We got sheet. We got beet. Beet like the root. Somebody need to eat like beets, more beet. They're root vegetables, so they ground you. So somebody needs to ground their energy. We got golf. Somebody may like to play golf, or golf could be significant. We got fleet. So fleet is like a shipment, a line of shipments. So somebody may do something with shipments. We got ghost. And then I say you in danger, girl. So in ghost, the dude, it was the guy Patrick Swayze, and he had a friend. That's crazy. Spirit really be knowing what they be doing when they be having me do these readings. So if you've never seen the movie Ghost, you may need to go watch. It's definitely gonna be some something in there for you. But in Ghost, he works with his friend, right? They like best friends or whatever. They laugh and joke with each other. It's a scene where they be on the elevator, and this is my first time seeing this scene because I ain't never just I watched Ghost, but I ain't never watched it. So there's a scene where he's on the elevator with his friend, and his Patrick Swayze and his friend start coughing, and they're on the elevator, and there's a bunch of people on this crowded elevator, and he goes like, "What did the doctor say?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, he said it's like super contagious." And he was like, I probably shouldn't be here or whatever. He was like, but I can't miss work or whatever. And they're like just laughing. So he keeps coughing. And each time he coughs, like the people move away from him. And then he was like, what about that rash? What did the doctor say about the rash? He was like, oh yeah, that's mind you, they having this conversation while everybody's listening to them on the elevator. He was like, yeah, doctor said that that was highly contagious too. He was like, it might, he was like, the rash that's on your penis. And he was like, yeah, it's a sexually transmitted disease. I got it. And he was like, and it's spreading like crazy. He was like, but he gave me some ointment to put on it or whatever. But yeah, it's, it's contagious too. And so they end up getting off the elevator and everybody just, runs basically because they was like, this dude on the elevator with us coughing and talking about he got some contagious ass shit. But it's funny, they're just making jokes. It's just a joke. So anyway, he ends up asking his friend, like, what are you doing this, what are you and your girlfriend doing tonight? And he was like, we're going to see a play. Do you want to go? And the dude was like, no, I don't want to go. I was just trying to see what you had going on. But he was really trying to see what he had going on because he had hired this dude to rob him. Now, the dude was only supposed to rob him, but Patrick Swayze, he's only supposed to rob Patrick Swayze, but he ends up shooting Patrick Swayze, and Patrick Swayze dies. And then he becomes a ghost. And he ends up talking to Whoopi Goldberg, who is a medium. So she ends up being able to hear him, and she keeps trying to warn his girlfriend that there's somebody after him, after her, which they not really after her. They just trying to find his information because his friend, I said he only wanted to rob him so that he could steal his money because they worked in banking, and so he was trying to like steal the dude bank account information and like transfer. He ended up transferring like $4 million to this account, and he was supposed to get like $80,000 from the like because he's working for somebody else, so he's transferring his money to this account. And because Patrick Swayze is a ghost, he can see and hear everything that's going on. So he's going to this medium and telling this medium everything that's happening. And at first, the girlfriend don't believe her because when she go to the police officer and she tell him like, "Hey, this psychic came to me and told me that um that my boyfriend was murdered." Um, they end up, she end up knowing like the dude name. She know where the dude live at. And when the police officer go to look, he's like, I've never heard of that guy. And it turns out the dude is Puerto Rican. How crazy is that? I don't believe in coincidence. So anyway, he's like, there's no rap sheet on this dude, but the psychic lady, she has a long rap sheet. So she's a con artist. But she really like in the beginning of the movie, she is a con artist. Like she take people money and tell them like that she could talk to spirits until Sam comes in. Sam is Patrick Swayze, and she really can hear him. And she says she's like, my mama had to give, my grandma had to give, and they told me how the gift works. But she didn't believe in the gift herself. Like she didn't believe in mediumship either until he comes and she can hear him talking. And so the girlfriend don't believe her because again, everybody likes to believe that psychics ain't real because and I understand now why people want people to believe psychics not real. If you around here killing people, of course you don't want nobody to, a dead person to come to you and tell you how they died and who did it. You know what I'm saying? So of course people gonna go out their way to be like, oh, psychics ain't real, medium's not real. But I'm here to tell you that shit is very real. You just gotta tap into it. You gotta believe it. And shit, I've seen shit happen. So Lee could be significant. Zeal could be significant. Those are the worst I just saw. But anyway, it was his friend. In the end, his friend ended up dying, and the dude that actually shot him ended up dying. And they both go to, like, the dark people, the shadow people come get them and basically take their soul. And it's like that's what this situation here is. Like, somebody here try hard to say that a psychic or a medium isn't real because this person is telling all their business in here and they're like shocked about what they're seeing. 'Cause it's like, how does this person know? How do they know all this stuff? And I used to know shit and I couldn't tell you how I knew it. I just would know it. So like I said, when I did the reading about the girl, like about the dude shooting me and how I told my friend about it and she wasn't moved about it, I didn't just keep on going around and telling people about it because I was like, well, maybe in part of me did feel like maybe I'm crazy. But when I had the dream about her showing me the baby and then I turned around and I saw her baby daddy post that he was about to have another little girl or he was about to have a little girl, I was like, damn, it's something to my dreams. So for me to have a dream last night that a bitch was trying to human traffic me and my child, it's real. Like, fuck what anybody say. Y'all can sit here and laugh and talk and gossip about this shit. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So therefore, like I said, don't be mad at me. That's why I get Megan's Law. I get Megan the Stallion. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at Megan's Law. Cause bitch, I ain't the one. I ain't the one around here raping people. I ain't the one around here causing you stress and shit. I'm the one who was trying to tell you like you need to calm down. Like, leave that nigga if he ain't do it right. You know what I'm saying? Love on yourself. And I can't tell you nothing that I ain't did for myself. So anyway, that's what I got y'all for that I got ill too. So again, somebody shot, electrocuted, because they wasn't expecting for this to come out. You wasn't expecting for me to tell that man that you did a love spell on him. Look, you be watching me on Facebook. You got a fake page on Facebook. You wasn't expecting me to tell that man. I wasn't gonna tell him. I was gonna keep moving because motherfuckers didn't believe what I was saying anyway. But for me to, like I said, have a dream that a motherfucker trying to sex traffic me, bitch, I ain't the one. I ain't the one at all. You shot somebody, you helped him shoot somebody, y'all shot somebody in the leg and somebody died. So you shot, so I did do a reading. So you did have something to do with that dude losing his leg. You thought something was easy and you was gonna be able to get away with it. Anyway, like I said, that's what I got for the tarot portion of the video. I hope it brought you some truth, some peace, and some clarity. If nothing else, I do hope that you was thoroughly entertained. Please make sure that look, somebody is in regret now. Please make sure that you hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and also you're notified next time I go live or upload any more videos. So now I'm about to get out this heavy ass, dark ass energy and go into some lighter energy. So we're about to move into the Reiki portion of the video. Now, if you're not familiar, Reiki is a Japanese healing modality. It helps to balance your energy, ground your energy, and remove any blockages that may be within your energetic field. It's a wonderful modality to have, know, and use when you are on your spiritual journey. It helped me tremendously on my journey, and I like to do my due diligence of each one, teach one by showing y'all better than I can tell you. So therefore, I do infuse my videos with this healing energy. So now that we're gonna shuffle these cards, we're gonna read the message. It pertains to a chakra. We're gonna cleanse, clear, and ground the energy around that chakra. It has an affirmation. We're gonna speak the affirmation. Then we're gonna I say cleanse, clear, and ground it, and then we're gonna send it some more healing energy. So we got card number one, the first card, the magician card, Mother Earth. So again, being grounded. It's like this person needs to get grounded. Right? They need to start at ground zero. This person also needs to understand that God is here to help them. That the earth, the universe wants to help them. So this is the Earth Star Chakra. It says you have attracted this card into your life today to remind you to spend more time in nature. Life these days can be quite fast paced and busy, which can cause large amounts of stress and challenges. Mother Earth is calling you back to the womb, back to your core and your center. It's now time to reconnect to the flow of nature where everything is in constant state of harmony and balance. If you have been feeling unsettled or disconnected lately, then it's definitely time to feel the earth under your feet and take some time to stop, breathe, and experience the natural energy from the earth. The earth is a living, breathing being. She is constantly offering an abundance of healing energies for you to connect to at any time. While we exist here on planet Earth, she is our mother, the one that nurtures, feeds, supports, grounds, and protects us all the time. By connecting deeply with her, you are open to receive your powerful qualities. The earth supports every single step you take in life and is always there to catch you when you fall. You're being encouraged to take a moment in nature and tune into her heartbeat as you feel the love that she has to offer. It is now time to open and receive a blessing from the divine Mother Earth. Allow her energy to fill you up, refresh you, and wash away any fears or stress you have been holding at this time. You may have also called this card in today because you are currently working on healing issues you have with your own mother or yourself as a mother. Know that healing is here and it is now time to open your heart and receive the love of the earth. My heart beats as one with the healing vibration of Mother Earth. My heart beats as one with the healing vibration of Mother Earth. My heart beats as one with the healing vibration of Mother Earth. And then I say I was doing this reading because I wanted to protect my daughter. All right, so angels, ancestors, guides of the highest white light of the highest vibration of love, please cleanse, clear, and ground the earth star shot. Hold on. Please cleanse, clear, and ground the earth star chakra of the collective at this time. Please cleanse, clear, and ground the earth star chakra of the collective at this time. Please cleanse, clear, and ground the earth star chakra of the collective at this time. Of course, y'all know Reiki is not a one time deal. It's something you want to incorporate into your healing journey as often as possible. So, the more you receive this healing energy, the better off the benefits are for you. Um, the benefits for the earth star chakra, because it is the core chakra, it is going to give you that overall healing. Okay, it's going to be that balance and that stability that you need to connect back to the center. So you're going to experience, feeling heavy releases of emotional pain that you may have been carrying around. You're going to feel yourself expand and want to do better and be better. Okay, those are a few things that you might start to notice. But I always encourage you guys to check into your own energy and get in alignment with your own energy so that you will know how this energy affects you. So, of course, you can do that many different ways. Like they said, connecting to earth, taking it back to the basics, back to the beginning, walking in the grass barefoot, hugging a tree, meditating. All of those things are going to help to calm your energy and ground your energy so that you can allow those emotions, those stored, pent up emotions that have been within the body to release themselves so that you can heal them. Okay. You don't know what to heal if you don't know where to start. Part of that is learning your own body. Nobody has gone through the exact same thing that you've gone through. So it's going to affect everybody on a different level. But when you tap into your own energy and you start receiving this energy, you'll notice changes take place on the inside, and then you'll start to see those changes reflecting on the outside. So the more you tap into this energy, the more you will start to pull up those, unhealed traumas that need to be healed. So now that we have cleansed, cleared, and grounded that energy, we're going to send some more healing energy to make sure that it is functioning at its optimal best. So take a deep breath in through your nose with me and out through your mouth. That's helping me to connect to your energy. Take another deep breath in and out. And that's me sending that healing energy to that chakra so that it starts to spin and have the energy that it needs. Now take another deep breath in and out. Now that breath is helping to seal in and ground that energy. Okay. So you may feel a sensation going through you. You might not feel anything and it's fine. It just might mean you need to work on raising your vibration. Again, meditating, drinking more water, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, eating beets. Beets they come from the ground. They're root vegetables. So if you include more of those into your diet, They have a lot of health benefits, but they help to ground you because whoever this I'm channeling needs to be grounded. You need to ground your energy so that you can do the healing work to call in to manifest the things that you are trying to manifest. Because right now you're manifesting destruction into your life by fucking with me. Okay. So like I said, um, you may feel a sensation, you might not feel anything. Raise your vibration. That's where you'll be able to tap into this energy. But even if you're not feeling anything, it's still working for you on the level that you need. All right. So know that this energy is still helping you and healing you if you are open to receiving that help and that healing. So if you find that you enjoy this energy and you want to receive more, feel free to rewatch this video or click on another video because I do infuse all my videos with this healing energy. Or you can join my membership channel and become a virtual bestie where we use the tarot, oracle, and Reiki to identify blockages you have and help you to remove them. Or you can go over to my website at bodyworkmassage.com and book a personal session with me. Or if you'd rather have that in person experience, you can Google a Reiki practitioner in your area or how you yourself can become a Reiki practitioner if you feel called and inclined to do so. Okay. This energy work helped me tremendously. So I have no doubt of what it can do for you. If you feel called to tap into it, I definitely encourage it. All right. Also encourage you guys to come back and let me know what you are experiencing and the changes that you see. It lets me know that you're doing the healing work, that you are taking your own healing into your own hands. It also serves as a testimony for others of what this work can do for you, okay? So now that I have told y'all how you can receive this energy, how you can tap more into it, I'm going to end it off. Again, I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Shout out to those of you who commented on the video. I'm going to go back through and read the comments real quick. Good knowing. Shout out to you, really said up. I need to go watch it. I ain't never read that. Seen that. The knowing. Shout out to you, Veronica. I hope that I pray you get through your situation as well. So that's what I got for y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure you hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell and all so you're notified next time I go live or upload any more videos. That's all I got for y'all for right now. I might come back today. I don't know. But if I do, you'll see me. Until the next one, I'm out. Deuces. Bye.